Get ready for an epic journey throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! In this series, we'll start with the basics and work our way up, exploring each era of the game, opening packs, building decks, and dueling with classic and modern cards. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this series is for you. So stick around because the heart of the cards are calling, and together we will become true duelists. Welcome to the Garbage Lords Progression Series. Alright, what is going on, guys? And I know, there are definitely some points where I could have played it better, but give me a break. I just got off of work, and I was pretty tired. But either way, if there was an episode to lose, that was probably it. Because we get to open up 30 packs of Invasion of Chaos. Now, I will say, Zach having a Snatch Steal is very terrifying. We have tons of good DM staples that he can have access to now. Things like our Pot of Greed, our Heavy Storm, our Reborn, our Swords. He might even just do something like round out a set of Tomato, a card that I really won't hit if I do end up going to a banning, but also he will just be able to play for a really, really long time. But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to worry about what we pull here. Now, before we get into the pulls, I am going to say the way that Zach and I decided to do this with respins, because we do have respins, we just haven't used them yet. We are going to open up 24 packs, and then we decide whether or not we want to respin, and whether we do or not, then we open up 6 additional. We felt that that was the fairest, just because the difference between seeing 60 and 54, while not a ton of difference in terms of variance, there could be some very significant changes to our card pools. Either way, let's go ahead and get on into it. So, at the top end, Secret Rares, there's really only one we want, and that is Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. This card needs literally no introduction. All the Chaos monsters are incredibly strong, but this one in particular is very powerful. Now, part of me almost doesn't want to get this, because then we have a reason to not ban it when it comes to being Yada locked by Zach, since he does have a Yada Garasu. We do have in the Ultra slot some really good ones to look out for. Obviously BLS and DMOC need no introduction, along with Dimensional Fusion. But we have Levia Dragon Daedalus is really good for Legendary Ocean / Umi strategies. We don't have this online, I don't think, because I don't think we have many Legendary Ocean. I think we might have one. But Levia Dragon Daedalus is really good for Zach. Manticore's Darkness does facilitate some FTKs with Card of Safe Return, but I don't think we have that yet, or it's not even out. Black Tyranno is a very strong card for dinosaurs, however, we're not going to be able to play that really. Insect Princess is very funny for DNA surgery type strategies, which is very interesting. Strike Ninja, not all that good. It's basically a bad Drill Warrior. Into the rares, we have some very important ones here. So Berserker Gorilla and Battle Ox are, Enraged Battle Ox I should say, are some of the strongest normal summons we have at this point in the game. Dark Triceratops is just a genuine Monarch, 2400, 1 tribute, very strong card. Compulse is insane 1-for-1 removal. Into the supers, we have some very cool ones. Intervention through Light and Darkness is obviously a great way to get DMOC out, but you do have to have Dark Magician. DD Scout Plane is important for macro Monarch strategies. Free the Brave Wander is kind of cool. However, not really all that good. On to the commons, we have so many good ones. This is going to take a little while. So, Inferno, Fenrir, Gigantes, and Sylph Eater, all the elemental banish to special. Gigantes is basically rock spirit numbers 4, 5, and 6. Same thing with Sylphid and Fenrir and Inferno. They basically replace the spirits by having even better effects. Chaos Necromancer is kind of a weird card for a Monster Mash style strategy. However, I don't think we're going to see play with that for a while. Obviously, Chaos Orc is very big. This is the most powerful common card for a very long time. And Gren Maju is here, although I don't think it's very powerful. A card that I'm going to keep my eye out specifically for is Curse Seal the Forbidden Spells. This card does have some very interesting applications against Zach, because he does have a lot of very interesting spells at 3. Terra King Salmon is yet again another really powerful monarch, especially in the water tribal strategy, which again, I'm not sure if we have online, but Zach might. Stealthbird is very good for Pac-Man, along with Stumbling, which I believe we see somewhere in here. Yep, right there. So Stumbling is great for Pac-Man style strategies. Sacred Crane is very strong. Balloon Lizard is very funny. I like Balloon Lizard. I just think he's kind of funny. Hyper Hammerhead, however, is a good card. Ryukaki makes Dead Rat a genuine strategy. Salvage is interesting for water strategies later on. It gives them a sort of consistent advantage that you don't really have otherwise. Begone Knave is a very interesting floodgate that is essentially Ordeal of a Traveler, but worse because you will take the damage, but it always goes back to hand. We have things like Lord Poison. Giga Gaga Gigo is yet another really strong Legendary Ocean card. Pinch Hopper and Lord Poison are great for their respective tribal strategies, so Lord Poison for plants and Pinch Hopper for insects. We also have things like Ojama Delta Hurricane. That will be great when we get things like Diamond Dude. Manju of the 10,000 Hands does very strongly bolster ritual strategies. If we do pull a playset of this, we will probably be playing a 5-card Relinquished Engine for quite a while. And then Smashing Ground is the most powerful 1-for-1 removal spell in the game at this point. I really hope we can pull a playset of that. But with that, let's get into the pulls. We're going to start off with 24 packs of Invasion of Chaos.
Oh gosh, it feels so good to have a win under our belt. Although I would have been okay with losing just so that we could get more packs of Invasion of Chaos. But first, before we do that, we have a Snatch Steal. I really want Heavy. But the correct choice is just to go for Tomato. We are going to up our quantity of tomato, and then let's hop into the packs. 24 packs. Kind of wish I could have gotten 6 more, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Let's flip up the first one. Stumbling's very good. Curse of Darkness, also a pretty good card. Curse Seal is not horrible. That's the bad pill. Salvage is also very good. Chaos Sork Gigantes. Cannonball Spearfish. Freed is also not horrible. Dimension Fusion. Oh, that's big. That is. And Torpedo Fish. Oh my gosh. Getting all the good stuff. Hyper Hammerhead. Battle Ox. Next pack. Ryukoki. Stumbling again. Invader of Darkness. That's not the secret I wanted, but...
Flip them up, and nothing great here in the beginning. Fenrir is good for a water strategy if we can find that, but nothing else really insane. Pinch Hopper is good for insects. Dark Triceratops is a great rare, and there's one Ryukaki. We want to see as many of these as we can for the Dead Rat strategy when that comes to fruition. First, Manju is great. There's our Chaos Sorcerer. That is insane. Second, Fenrir is decent. Second, Dark Triceratops is nice, and we also get the Ojamas. Really not that playable. Second, Chaos Sork, and second, Manju. There's a Compulse, that's good, and there's a Gigantes, I also like that. Second Ryukaki is nice. There's a Gren Manju. Another Gren Manju, sure, whatever. Third Ryukoki is really cool. Alright, about halfway through here, we have not seen anything busted. Here's Ryukoki. Alright, I would like to see something strong. I think that's our first Smashing Ground. Almost done here. I know I'm going pretty fast, but... Oh, man. Alright, let's take a look here. 4 Koki, 4 Chaos Sork. Yep, so we pulled a playset of each. Only 1 Smashing Ground. We only got supers. Unsurprisingly, we are re-rolling this. Let's go ahead and open up. Yep, so return to pack selection, and we are going to open up 30 packs of Invasion.
Next up, Fenrir, huge, 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 huge. Inferno's not bad either. Lord Poison, Soul Absorb, and another Cannon Spearfish. Second Invader of Darkness, sure. Sure, I'll take that, I guess. Another Hyper Hammerhead as well. Zero Grav. Underdog is also not horrible. Ooh, Gigagaga Gigo. Very big. Dark Triceratops. We have not gotten a Compulse yet. Smashing Ground, also very good out of the common slot. Wild Nature Release is not very good. First Compulse, and a Reload is fine. Another
Invasion of Chaos. Flip them up. And there's a Chaos Orc, so we have one of those. Good. Hyper Hammerhead is fine. Gigagagi Gigo is interesting. Second Chaos Orc and a Ryokoki is nice. Another Hyper Hammerhead is good for a rat strategy. Intervention through Light and Dark would be nice if we could have gotten something else. There's a Compulse, that's good. Black Tyranno, damn. Not good. Ooh, ultra rare Dimension Fusion, that's insane. And another Chaos Orc, and I think is our first Manju. Yeah, okay. That's fine. We're only 10 backs deep. Dark Triceratops, great Monarch. Okay, yeah, this was definitely worth. This was 100% worth. Now, Demok and Dimension Fusion, totally worth it. 100% worth it. Compulse, sure. There's a Smashing Ground, good. Second Smashing Ground is great, and there's another Ryokoki.
Another Smashing. Fenrir again. Another Gigagagigo. I cannot pronounce that name. Chaos End is not very good. Mataza the Zapper is a card. Another Dark Triceratops. Lord Poison. Second Compulse. Oh, this is one heck of an opening. Another Fenrir. I would like to get some more Gigantes. Do not want Curse of Darkness. Thanks. Another Gigantes. I would also like a Berserk Gorilla. Robin Zombie. Okay, so let's break this down. Torpedo Fish, 2 Gigantes, 2 Sork. Hyper Hammerhead playset, very big. Only 1 Manju, but I don't know if we're going to be playing another strategy like that. 2 Gigagaku Gigo. It's a short print, so I'm going to take that. We have playset of Smashing, that's pretty good. 2 Compulse, 2 Dark Triceratops. I did not see any cards like Demok or so there's a lot like Berserk Gorilla, which I really do want. Honestly, as much as I want to reroll this, the chance that we are going to get something this good, like 2 Compulse, is huge. This could go either way. But Dimension Fusion, huge. A reroll would be very good, but this is, or a reroll for this set is huge, and this is where we're going to use them, or where we would use them, but I don't think I can. Yeah. I'm going to add this to the collection, and I will see you guys later.
There's another Chaos Orc, halfway through. I think that's our playset of Smashing Ground. That is, playset of Smashing Ground. Honestly, perfect. Zach has had a playset of Fissure for a long time, so now that we can match it, very good. Alright, I think, yeah, we've got pretty much everything we could want. I would like another Ryokoki. 3 Hammerhead is good, and we've got 3 Senju, I believe. No, we've only got 2, so I'd like another Manju. Another Black Tyranno, and there's another Manju. Okay, so there's exactly what I could ask for. Skullmark Ladybug. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, feels good. Alright, that reroll is totally worth, is 100% worth. anything here in the close. All right, last pack magic, baby. BLS. No. Oh shit, primal seed. Okay. Um. Yeah. So this was worth it. This was 100% worth it. Yeah. Only two Ryukoki is kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, I can't really complain. We lost. So, essentially, what we did here is we gave up one Ryukoki for a playset of Smashing Ground. We gave it up for a Sed, an Intervention through Light and Dark, with a Demock, with a Dimension Fusion, with a Black Tyranno. We only got two Curse Seal, kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. We did get two Compulse, so that's insane. Only one Dark Triceratops, so that's fine. We officially have better Monarchs than that in Ryukoki. Yeah, this is a good opening. Good opening. Very nice. Add to collection. All right, so before we even get into deck building, I think it's time. I think we are going to resolve our Swap Frog ticket. There is one card that we notably pulled multiples of that can be switched out for one copy of a better card. So let's go ahead and real quick import single card. It is a card known as Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. And yeah, we're just going to add that. And then we are going to remove copy of Black Tyranno.
So this is what we're bringing today, and trust me, I did not think I would be bringing this deck, but I was actually planning on bringing a Chaos style deck with the two Chaos Sorg and the Dimension Fusion, as well as Magical Merchant to just mill our entire deck to set up for Chaos Sorg. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, he gets 6 extra packs. And if we both play Chaos, it's just going to come down to whose IOC pulls were better. And he has 6 extra packs. Like, that just increases his chances, and like he also can re-roll. So he's probably pulled Sed, he's probably pulled BLS, he's probably pulled DMOC and Dimension Fusion, and I can't compete with that. So I'm trying to kind of go over the top of that with stuff like Royal Oppression and Skill Drain, as well as Compulse to get those out, those tricky cards out of his grip. So what we got here is we have just basically big normal summon beats. We've got like Arsenal Bug, which is a 2k 2k that goes down to 1k, but under skill drain, it's still at 2k 2k. Same with Giant Orc, and Goblin Attack Force does not go to defense. So just all of these cards like Jirai Gumo, you have to flip a coin, but you don't have to under skill drain. This doesn't go to defense. It doesn't lose attack. Like just a bunch of big lads that we can just stick skill drain and royal oppression and attack and final attack orders to just beat him to death. It's a very monkey brain strat, but I feel like we have to try something other than chaos, or we're just going to lose. So let's just go over it. We got Arsenal Bug, which if you have no other insect monsters, and this is our only insect besides Jirai Gumo, um, this card's attack and defense become a K each. Then we got Giant Ogre. If it attacks, goes to defense. Um, it's like our GAF, our Goblin Attack Force here, where it just goes to defense. Jiraguma, you gotta flip a coin to be able to attack. Otherwise, I lose half my life points. Then we got 3 Spear Dragon, does piercing, but that doesn't matter under skill drain. It's just basically a 1900 beat stick that does not go to defense. Then we got Zombira the Dark, which is a big boy that loses 200 attack whenever it destroys a monster by battle, and it cannot attack directly. So under skill drain, it can attack directly and just doesn't lose attack. Then we got Archfiend Soldier, just a big lad. Same with Gemini Elf, and then Witch, which can search literally everything here except for Arsenal Bug. Then we of course have our Mirage package with the one Mirage and two E provisions. You saw this last episode, and it's probably one of the reasons why we won the game. And then we got My Body in case he is running stuff that'll just get rid of our monsters, like Dark Hole and anything like that, as well as Needle Sealing, which he's definitely going to be playing to go for a big push because um, that is essentially his only strong removal besides the three Compulse that he definitely got. Um, Now we got two Bait Doll. Just if he sets a Compulse and we Bait Doll it, he has to bounce it back to hand, which is hilarious. Then we got two Bottomless. If he is able to stick one like a BLS or a Sed, we can just Bottomless it. And then, well, he does have Prio, but not having to deal with a monster that big, because this is big and it hits face, but we can't deal with like the big chunks, such as DMOC, such as BLS. Like they're just big lads, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So that allows us to do that. Um, Next up, we got Magic Drain. Um, he's gonna try and get rid of our back row. We can't let him get rid of our back row, so we're running a lot of counter traps. So one Magic Drain, he has to discard to be able to actually resolve his stuff, such as Pot of Greed, such as well, basically the only reason why this is in here is for heavy. Like heavy is such a strong card. It's the only good removal we have besides Bait Doll. So having this in here just is so good. Seven tools. I am guessing he's going to be playing some form of counter traps. This also is a way to out needle sealing, which he is definitely going to be playing. And then we've got Judgment. It's just for heavy. Almost exclusively heavy plus Bait Doll. Like we just can't let him destroy our floodgates. Speaking of floodgates, here they are. Three skill drain, take a K on activation, negate the effects of all face-up monsters. Very strong, very, very strong. Seeing play in quite a few decks in the modern era, such as Labyrinth, such as Dark World, just to stick big lads and beat. And that's what we're doing. We're sticking big lads and we're beating. And next we got Royal Oppression. Can't summon BLS if he can't special summon. So that's why it's here. Final attack orders, just for any sticky monsters such as Spirit Reaper. It doesn't matter if it can't get destroyed if it's always in attack position. So we can just flip this up and then smack him to death through his Spirit Reaper. Next up, we have three Trap Dust Shoot just to control the game. We resolved this 3 times in one game, and that was incredibly strong. And just trying to control the game and put it down to a simplified game state so that our big boy beats can just take a win. Next up in the side, we got two Fissure, one Nobleman of Extermination, two Spiritualism, and the last Bait Doll. Basically just spell removal, monster removal, and then Magic Jammer. I don't think we're going to be putting this in, but there are not a lot of good side deck options, so it's in here. The next up, we got Ordeal. He's been playing this for a bit. If he's playing an aggro deck, we're bringing this in. Plus, we can easily protect it with stuff like Magic Drain, Seven Tools, and Judgment. And then we got Adhesion Trap Hole. If he is playing a Chaos deck, then I am going to be bringing this in because BLS is a lot less scary when it's half attack. Same with Set, like 3K attack is nothing when it's just sucked down to 15, and then we can just beat over it with whatever we want. Next up, we got Saku. I'm not maining this because, in theory, we should be able to just hit over anything he's able to normal summon. So, or anything he's able to bring out. Like, we should always be the one with the bigger monster. And that's why it's in the side and not in the main. Who knows, we might have to do some funky stuff post side, but I mean, I think that this is at least competitive against a chaos style strategy. Like, yes, Royal Oppression is okay against chaos because it's not a once per turn special summon, but at the same time, he can only banish so many lights and darks. So I hope this can take a win and at least go over the top of whatever chaos shenanigans he's playing. And if he's not playing chaos, we should be able to at least out resource him with stuff like Mirage and just outvalue him with attack and receive and our big lads. So I'll see you guys in the games.
Ladies and gentlemen, this will be the end of the series. No, not actually, but I mean, come on. We pulled so many Chaos Monsters, it would be a shame to not play them. So let's go ahead and get through the card by card. We have the one Bazoo. This just seems to be the one normal summon that Zach just has a lot of trouble outing. At the very minimum, this trades for a Bottomless Trap Hole or a Sakuratsu Armor. We have our one Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning that we swap frogged a Black Tyranno out for, and we have the one Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy at the end that we did hard pull. Now, notably, one thing is very, very critical for this card. That is Yatagarasu is a card that Zach does have. So if he pulled Sed, we might be losing this episode just off of being sedded into Yada locked, which would be very unfortunate. On our baby Chaos Monsters, if you even really want to call Chaos Orc a baby Chaos Monster, we do have 3 of it, which is insane, and we have a Dark Magician of Chaos. This is actually kind of interesting because we do have things like Diffusion Wave Motion that we could use to summon this out. I just don't think it's really necessary. We have the one Exiled Force, one Injection Fairy Lily, the one Magical Merchant, which is basically just the 3rd best light we have access to. It also gets us to any of our power spells along with Black Illusion Ritual. We have our 2 Magician of Faith just to cycle everything. Can you believe this is still not limited? It's crazy. 3 Manju of the 10,000 Hands. We are upgrading our Relinquished Ritual package, and you're probably wondering why we're running the Relinquished Ritual package. It essentially lets us get a light in graveyard or a dark in graveyard on demand with the Black Illusion Ritual, and it's also just a decent light, so it's not that bad. 2 Mystic Tomato, 2 Old Vindictive, again, just essentially Man-Eater Bug, but slightly better in terms of stat line, I should say. 1 Sangan, 1 Witch, 1 Spirit Reaper, the Relinquished and the Black Illusion Ritual to pair with it, the Book of Moon, the Dark Hole, the new Dimension Fusion, which might just win the game on its own if we resolve it, along with the Heavy Storm, the Monster Reborn, the Pot of Greed, 2 Smashing Grounds in the main, 1 Swords of Revealing Light, 1 Bottomless, 2 Compulse, I think we only pulled 2 of this, very unfortunate, 2 Curse Seal, the Forbidden Spell, 2 Sakuratsu Armor, and in the side deck we have 3 Bait Doll, 1 Nobleman, 1 Spiritualism, 1 Megamorph. We are moving this to the side. Zach might be happy to see this in the side, but I essentially valued 1-for-1 removal in Smashing Ground over the attack boost that is situational to us losing. We also have the 3rd Smashing Ground in the side deck just in case we need even more removal. Let's say he's on something sticky like Spirit Reapers or, something else. I'll be honest, I have no idea why I put Fake Trap in here. I put it in here because I was like, well, maybe he's going to be on a lot of back row destruction. Maybe he's going to be on a lot of, just random effects, and this could trade for it. I don't know, I just think it'd be very funny. Realistically, we are on just so many powerful bomb cards, I don't even know what we'd side in. We do have the 2 Needle Sealing. I have decided to move this to the main because I think I have been using and abusing Needle Sealing, really showcasing the power of it. I think Zach would be remiss if he didn't start playing around Needle Sealing. And we have 3 Geometrio. Why? I don't know. It could clog his board. It could be funny. But that's the deck. Let's go ahead and get on to the duels. Well, Zach, we are here. You are on the cusp of starting your first win streak in the Garbage Lords Progression Series. Are you nervous, excited, what?
A little bit of both. I mean, it feels good to have a win under my belt, and I'd like to get another one so I can go back to playing BS stupid decks. Um,
Right.
but at the same time, I feel like now there's even more pressure on me because I want to go back to playing stupid decks, but I can't if I keep losing.
Fair enough, fair enough. So, you don't have to give me too much spoilers, but how were your Invasion of Chaos pulls? Because if there's one GOAT set that matters, it's this one.
Yeah, so I was really conflicted because I pulled well enough to where I didn't think it was worth re-rolling,
Hmm.
but not well enough to where I am terrified of what you pulled.
Yeah, that's very fair. So I will let you know, and I think we might have talked about this already, but I did end up using one of my three reroll tickets in the DM era on Invasion of Chaos. My first pulls were just so terrible. I just thought there's no way that a reroll could be worse. So we'll see if it was in fact worse. So let's go ahead and get on into today's episode. Oh, and he
Yeah,
wins the RPS. All right, let's see. Let's see it.
I'm I'm definitely going first. Like there's no reason not to.
Yep, that sounds correct.
I will draw for turn. Feels nice.
Yep.
Standby main.
Mm-hmm.
I am just going to set a pair and pass it to you.
Sure. Draw phase, draw for turn. Stand by
Mhm.
anything.
I wish I had it, but I don't.
All right, main phase. You know what? I like your play so much that I'm gonna copy it. Except I'm only gonna set monsters or set spells and traps. And you can go ahead.
All right. Anything in standby?
Nothing in standby.
All right. I'll proceed towards the main phase.
Yep.
Yeah. Screw it. I'm gonna bait doll targeting this one.
Ooh. Okay. So it is Sakaratsu armor. Does it meet its? It does not meet its activation because you did
Get
not
it
declare
out
an
of
attack. So
here.
it does just destroy.
Shuffle up, and then you don't have anything. You don't have anything. I'm gonna just flip witch, go to battle, and swing.
Hmm. Hmm. Uh. Yeah. I'll take the 11.
Okay.
I don't like it, but having witch on field is just always a weird kind of situation because you don't want to clear the witch, but you do have to clear the witch if you want to win. So.
Yes. Yeah. It's a scary card. I will go main two. Set. I'll set the fort, and I'll pass it to you.
Oh God. Okay. Draw phase. Draw for turn. Stand by.
Not so fast.
Yep, I was about to say it. Alrighty, alrighty. Show the hands.
Ooh. So you at least have a little bit of chaos.
I do have a small amount of chaos. I at least have a singular chaos orc. To be fair, the other
I
four cards,
think.
these are all cards that are decent to just play.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I can really do here is Manju,
Sure. So,
because you can't do chaos orc. You're probably going to like smashing or something my witch, so you can moth back whatever you get. But realistically, I can't let you steal my witch with a relinquished.
yeah, that is very fair. So, into the main phase. What are we gonna do here? Um, you know what? I think. I mean, you know the contents of my hand, so I think we're just chilling here. I don't feel like
Okay,
wasting a
I'll
smashing
draw up.
ground on a witch.
Oh, okay, I'll go standby.
Yep,
Anything here?
nothing here.
I'll go main.
Yep. Gosh, I'm gonna love it
Uh,
when we can just say we can stop it with this anything in standby. Trap Dushu gets fucking banned. I'll take the
that's
11.
true. I both love and want that, but I really also like having three trap dust shoots in the main.
Yeah,
I'll
this
pass it
guy
to
with
you.
three Trap Dushu's. All right, draw phase. Standby. Anything?
I no. If
All
I
right.
had two, I would have done two.
All right. Main phase. All right. Here's now I'm confused. Now I'm conflicted.
Pop the witch. Pop the witch.
See, it's witch is the problem. So it's like you could get fucking anything. There's like so
That's
many
the
good
point.
cards you can get off of witch.
That's the point.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah. I'll smashing ground the witch.
She gone. I will witch search here.
Yep, get your witch search.
Now, what is the play?
See, now is where you could either
Yeah.
reveal a lot or nothing at all.
I'm just gonna add Archfiend Soldier to hand.
Okay, so this either is one of two things. Either you're based and you're playing Archfiends, or you're just also playing Chaos. Either way, the only
No,
real play I have is to
could
set
be
and
literally
pass.
anything. Okay. I'll draw up.
Yep,
I'll go standby into the main phase
yep.
if DP will catch up.
There we
There
go.
we go. All right. I will bait doll.
I hate this. So it is a compulse, and this does meet its
Ooh,
activation requirement to
send it
put
back.
this monster back in my hand. Gosh, bait doll. Gosh, okay.
All right. I will shuffle up, normal summon Archfiend Soldier, and swing for 19.
I'll take the 1900.
Alrighty, and I will pass it to you.
Sure. Draw phase, draw for turn. Standby, main phase. I'll set a pair, and I will pass the turn.
I will draw up. I will go standby main.
Yep.
Smashing is highest defense. Okay.
Correct.
Uh. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna make this play. I'm gonna activate targeting.
Oh my goodness gracious alive. That was the wrong card. Okay, yeah.
And then I will normal summon Jirai Gumo and proceed to battle.
Okay, I have to think here.
Enemy.
This is lethal if Jirai Gumo connects. I have to bottomless the Jirai Gumo.
Ooh. Yeah. Alright, I'll still go battle and I'll swing for the 19.
I will take the 1900. Okay, so I now know what you are playing. You are playing skill drain beats.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. It could be anything.
Okay, I think now is where we can make a pretty big swing. All right, standby, main phase.
Yep.
I'll normal Sangan.
Okay.
I'll dark hole the field. Ah! Shit!
Nice Sangan you got there.
It is. It is a very nice Sangan. I'll go battle phase. I'll attack, and I'll take 9.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger
It's only a
Sangan.
dark in there, so yeah.
Sangan effect.
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah. We'll grab relinquish to hand.
Don't like that at all.
Main 2.
Mm-hmm.
Activate Black
Oh,
Illusion
just
Ritual.
have it. Yep, okay.
Pitching
Cost.
Moth.
Oh, okay. It's actually not cost.
Yeah, it's not a cost.
Yeah.
Relinquished.
Yeah.
Declare effect. I'll take the Archfiend Soldier.
Mm-hmm. Not happy about it.
This is going to be 1915. Can I just say the stats on Archfiend Soldier are like so good? Like this is such a high statted monster.
Incredible.
And I mean, yeah, we will banish a light and a dark.
Oh, that was. Oh no.
Special Sork.
No. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Sork only works against monsters, so I can't hit your back row. But I have a Sork and a relinquished. I feel pretty decent.
Mm-hmm. Standby main.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a world in which I shouldn't have summoned the Chaos Sork, but oh well.
I'm gonna normal summon Zombira.
Sure.
I'm gonna go battle, and I'm gonna swing into relinquished.
Sure.
It'll lose Archfiend, so.
And then you're gonna take 200.
It'll lose 200. Wait, I take the damage? What?
Yeah, while equipped with that monster, any battle damage you take from battles involving this card is inflicts equal. Okay, so we both take 200. And then this will go to grave.
Okay.
And this
Main
will go down to
2.
0, 0.
I'm gonna set one, and then over to you. Oh, and this goes down to
Yep, 19.
19 because it's a bad card.
Standby,
Nothing here.
main phase.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see. Okay, so this is one of those. This could just lose it, so it's not a. It doesn't change the original attack. So if I steal with relinquished, it will just be 21. I
It will
believe.
go up to 21.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll declare relinquished, attempting to take Zombira.
That is. I do not like that card.
What is Zombira's defense? Like 700?
500.
500. Um, I'll. God, this is so bad because I'm at such low life. I have a feeling that one of those back row is Saku. just a sneaking suspicion.
Could be anything.
Uh,
If you wanna attack, I will definitely accept it. So
I feel like if it was skill drain, you would have just skill drained in response to the relinquished effect. Um, yeah, this is so bad. We'll try for battle. Yeah,
okay, nothing in start of battle.
21.
I will take 21.
We just have to try for it. 23.
I will take 23.
Okay. Main two. I will pass a turn.
I'll draw.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Oh gosh. Oh, that was freaking terrifying, man. All right. Well, that was a quick switch. Anyways,
mm-hmm.
you get to
That shows you
decide.
just the power of chaos monsters.
Yep. I mean, Chaos Orc didn't even do anything. He was just a guy.
Well, that's true. Shows you the power of relinquish being stupid. All
Yeah,
right.
Relinquished
Right.
was like the MVP that game.
Standby main.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna set a pair and pass.
Set him. All right. Draw phase. Draw for turn. Stand by.
Not so fast.
All right. All right. All right. Fair enough. All right. You have two great choices. That's yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Main phase. Oh, let's shuffle this up. I could really do a lot here, but I'm gonna choose to pass the turn.
All right, sounds good. Standby main.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just set one and pass.
Draw. Anything in standby.
Nothing in standby this time. You're good to go.
All right. And you are as well.
Sweet. Standby main.
Yep.
You don't have anything. I'm a normal summon gaff.
Yep.
Bonk.
I'll take it. Switch defense.
And then I'll set one more and I'll pass.
Sure. Draw phase. Draw for turn. Ah. Freaking Christ Almighty, Lois. I'm gonna activate swords. And I'm gonna set a card. Pass.
Rude. I'll draw.
Yep.
End phase next turn. That's unfortunate. Standby. Anything? No.
Nothing,
Main.
no.
I'm just gonna swing out Zombira.
Mhm.
I'll pass here.
Sure. Turn one on swords. Draw phase. If DV will catch up, draw for turn. Standby.
Mhm. Nothing here, no.
All right. Main phase. Let's do a little bit of shenaniganery. We'll
I don't like
normal exiled.
Ooh.
Declare effect, popping Zambira.
Do I care about this? Eh. Nah, Sunfire's gone.
Alright, Reborn targeting exiled.
Ooh, that's annoying. Yeah.
Now, normally I would just exile again, but you're into swords, so I'm like not afraid at all. So I'll go battle and I'll just poke over the
Um,
goblins.
in start step of battle, it's your turn, fool.
Monster. Fuck!
Back to
This
hand.
is like fine though. This is like fine. This is
Yeah, out of
fine.
all the cards that could be sent back to hand, that's definitely not the worst.
Yeah, go ahead.
Draw, standby main,
Yep.
to attack.
Yep.
Normal,
Yep.
pass.
Turn 2 on swords.
Angry. I don't like that sword. That sword is very annoying.
Draw. Standby. Main phase. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious alive. This is like not good. Normal exiled.
Mm-hmm.
Declare effect. I'll pop the goblins.
I don't like that.
Sure.
Given my hand, this is like I need to do this.
That does change things for me a little bit here.
I'm surprised you're still playing Exiled with chaos being a thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some cards I could have subbed out for it, but I think it's still just good. I mean, it's it's done a lot of work, you know.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Like, and just, I mean, like, yeah, I beat a Zumbira. I fiended out of my body. It's not the worst thing I
That's fair.
could be playing. We're gonna set a card, and we're gonna have to pass the turn there.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Standby main.
Standby Activato Geometrio.
Okay.
I just kind of don't want you summoning more guys. Turn
Get
3 on
this out of
swords.
here.
Yep, yep. Draw phase, draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Standby.
Nothing to standby now.
Main phase.
Mm-hmm. I swear, if you flip up Moth grabbing the frickin' swords, I'm gonna be a little bit upset.
Oh gosh, what am I doing here? This is like bad. We're gonna set one.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Um, I didn't think about that, but it sounds like a pretty good idea.
I'm angry and I'm upset.
I did not think about grabbing swords there, so
I'm angry and upset.
I mean that's very fair. I'll set a card and pass the turn there.
Okay, I'll draw.
Yep,
Anything in standby?
I wish.
Man.
Yep. It's bottomless. It doesn't meet activation, so it just goes to grave.
Flop.
I gotta say, Bait Doll's like best interaction is the one ban card we have, which is Raigeki Break. Because if your opponent sets a Raigeki Break, you can either force them to discard a card to pop their own monster, or they just discard a card for free. It's great.
I'll go
Anyways,
to battle and I'll be upset and then I'll pass.
sure. Turn one on swords. Draw phase, draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Standby, main phase. I will set a card. I'll shift Moth to defense.
You sure you don't want to crash?
I, you would love that, wouldn't you?
I very much would.
Yeah, that'd be very funny. Go ahead.
I will draw.
Yep.
Stand by me.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I'll pass.
Draw. Standby. Oh, also
Nothing to
turn
stand
two
by.
on swords.
Oh, yeah.
Main phase. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where we can do some stuff. How normal Manju? Manju effect.
Um. Yeah, unfortunately.
We will grab relinquish to hand.
And I know you have the ritual.
Yes, you do, because you saw it. So a ritual weigh them off.
You should take one of the tokens.
You would like that, but I'll declare taking your goblins. I feel like that's just slightly better.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So here's like the big problem, right? It's a card called Ordeal of the Fucking Traveler.
Hey, you should attack with relinquish. You should attack
uh,
with relinquish.
yeah. The biggest problem is just I have no idea what
Just
it
draw
could
heavy,
be.
forehead.
Bro, I'm trying. I'm really trying right now. Oh, goodness gracious alive. What can I do? We could just start like chewing your guys. So you know how you mentioned like if I'd like to crash?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to crash with Sandcan. I'll declare an attack into Spear Dragon with Sandcan. I'll call monster.
Ah, buddy.
Okay, so this goes back to hand. I did normal summon this turn, so this is fine. Main phase 2, end phase, your go.
Alrighty. I will draw for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Standby, main.
Yep.
I'm going to activate e-provisions,
Sure.
sending away.
So you can send any number. So what if you sent all of them away? Gain 4K.
I'm going to just send this ordeal, and I'll gain a K.
Okay, sure.
I will normal summon Gemini Elf,
Sure.
activate Mirage,
Sure.
and then set one,
Sure.
proceed to the end phase, and
Turn-
Swords is gone.
Turn 3 on swords. Swords is gone. Draw phase, draw for turn. Stand by anything.
Not so fast!
Yep. Oh, you're just drawing
I get to
more.
draw 4.
Okay. Okay. That's pretty good.
It could be better.
I'm not sure if it's much better than this though, because this is kind of crazy. So you know how Moth was at, or not Moth. So you know how Swords of Revealing Light is at 1, and I've activated it twice.
If you flip up another mod.
What if I activate it a third time?
I am
Okay.
upset right now. I am very upset.
All right. Trust me, you're about to be a whole lot more upset because I am going to tribute Magician of Faith and Manju of the 10,000 Hands
Okay.
for Dark Magician of Chaos.
Okay. Would you like to?
I
use
will.
Cryo
I
here?
will use the effect to get back reborn.
I will then chain adhesion.
Sure. Oh, is this? Oh, this is permanent. That's crazy. So it's down to 14.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, that's
Actually, I'm going to go adhesion,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to chain
sure.
e provisions,
Sending both.
sending mirage and adhesion.
That's fine.
game 2.
Yeah. All right. So I feel like it would be a fool's errand to assume you sent away Ordeal the Traveler and you do not have a second one back there.
Could be literally anything.
Yeah. So thinking here if there's anything else I want to do. Oh, I'm sorry. This Moth is during the end phase. This should be in graveyard.
That's
Moth is
fine.
during the end phase of the turn it's normal summon. Or is it? This is the errata text. Let's look at the pre-errata. This card is normal summoned or special summoned. Add one spell trap or spell card from your graveyard to your hand. A monster that's destroyed by battle is removed from play instead. When this card is destroyed or removed from play, or removed from the field, is removed from play. Okay. So yes, I do just get to add it straight to my hand. Very cool,
Yep.
Kanye. Thank you. So that does some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to banish a light and a dark? Oh wait, they're all light.
They are, yes. That's the problem. I could have attributed relinquished here, but that is what we in the business call a bad idea.
I mean, you could have. I've
Um,
been happy about.
I mean, I think we just got to risk it for the biscuit here. I'll go battle phase.
Start step of battle.
Yes. Yep. I figured you had it. Um. So now here's the funny thing. Do we want to just try and reset DMOC? No, we don't. That is just a bad idea. Uh, main two. I'm really thinking about this more than I should. But this just gets banished if it leaves the field. But that's like fine. It's getting banished anyway. It's already at 14.
It's gonna go bye bye.
I don't really need a booty is the problem. Yeah, your go. You're loaded
I'll
up
draw.
on monsters. You can't do
Oh,
shit.
standby main.
Yeah,
This is looking pretty nice. I'm gonna set a pair.
sure,
I'm gonna go battle.
sure.
Uh, how much do I lose? I lose 300 attack when they are destroyed. I don't think I can warrant to just lose that much, so I might just punch here.
Sure, I'll take the 5.
I'll go main 2.
Oh, and this is
Bop,
banished, of course.
bop, bop,
It is
bop.
not banished face down. Hold on.
I cast Chirahu.
Bro, I wish. Could you imagine Kashtira Fenrir in goat format? That would be chaos. Draw phase, draw
No,
for
no,
turn.
no. This is chaos.
I know, right? Standby, main phase.
Mm-hmm.
I'll set a card, and I'll pass the turn there.
Okay,
This is
I'll
gonna
draw.
be a war of attrition thanks to Ordeal the motherfucking Traveler.
Standby main.
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, I'll just go battle here.
Sure.
I'll swing in with spear.
It is. Oh shit! I forgot. You have Spirit Dragon. So I will take 1700. This is what we call not good.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
And
should have
then I
set something
will
there.
just activate.
All right. So here's the funny thing. That happens.
And this happens.
Yep. Did you know that happened?
I did, in
Okay.
fact. I'm going to
Okay.
set that. And you know what? I'm sitting pretty. Your go.
Sure. Draw phase. Draw for turn.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Okay. Now we're in a position that I did not want to be in. This position is called losing.
I don't know. I like it.
I'll stand by anything.
Not so fast.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you want out of the hand?
Probably this one.
That
If I'm being
sounds
honest.
sounds pretty good. Top of deck, shuffle, shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, main phase.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like you know this is coming. But I also feel like activate swords here is just my only way to not die.
That's probably correct.
We're also going to do this. I will banish a light and a dark
Okay.
for Sork. And then I'll Sork away the Spear Dragon. I am retarded. Luckily, you don't get
Also, I'm
piercing.
going to adhesion this.
Okay, so is this just game? Is this just lethal? This would be 1150. Is this just lethal? Okay, so this is not lethal because your Spear Dragon no longer does piercing. Yeah, also you can't attack. Yeah, you go. I'm just misplaying around everything. I am not noticing anything right now.
Stand by main.
Yeah.
You know what? Wait, does this
Are we doing the Ojama token shuffle?
flicks battle damage? I don't want to do that because I don't want you to switch that to attack and then just punch. That does not sound fun to me. I'm just gonna. Hey, good to go.
I mean, you forget skill drain is up. Draw phase, draw for turn, turn
Oh,
one on
right.
that. Standby, main phase. We are just, I think we're just walling up here. Defense, set.
Oh, I didn't think that he was big. Forgot about that.
Yeah, he has a booty on him. He do have
Wow.
a miraculous booty.
Anything in standby?
Nothing on standby.
Main phase.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, this would be funny if you had space.
I'll just go battle.
Yeah.
I'll be angry. I'll go main 2. Bop, bop,
Yep.
bop, bop, bop.
Draw. Thank the fucking Lord. Heavy storm.
Oh, buddy.
Do you have my body? Oh, what? Do you? Huh? Oh my god. Yeah, discard your card, and what are you popping?
Um. I will discard Arsenal Bug, and I pop a monster.
You pop a monster that I control, and then I take damage equal. Does that have to be face up? Face up. So it's either Reaper or Sork. Alright, and then it's only damage equal to attack on the field, so I'll only take 1150 here. So I am alive.
Barely.
Um,
I'm then going to.
then? Huh? Okay.
I mean,
Oh, come on.
I'll draw.
Oh,
Anything in standby?
no.
Main phase.
Yup.
I'll set one, go battle, be upset, and then I'll pass.
Yeah, turn 3 on that. Set, pass.
Draw.
Yup.
Standby. Main.
Yep.
Battle.
Yep.
Bonk.
Sure. Oh wait, this is skill trade. Oh fuck. I'll sack you the Gemini elf.
Ooh. I will say no.
Ooh, you're 7 duelsing this. You're insane, man. Alright. Spirit Reaper to grave.
Do this.
Monty to grave.
And then I will BM a little bit. I'll go main 2, I'll set another, and then I'll pass.
Alright, yeah, that doesn't do it. You got it. My hand was clogged with 2 Chaos Orcs from the beginning.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, alright, going into game three, and I've never felt like I'm more on the back foot than I am right now. We're going first.
I mean, my game plan was just to try and catch you off guard and really
All right.
um, make you struggle with the chaos stuff because I knew you were gonna play it.
That yeah. I mean, you didn't know what I had, but you knew if I had it, I was gonna play it. So,
Oh,
draw phase, draw for
absolutely.
turn, standby, main phase. It feels good to activate this card to start with.
Oh, yeah, feels to have 7 cards in your grip on
It,
turn
it, it
one.
does. It does feel like kind of good. Anyways,
I wish I knew what that was like.
she said pass. That's all we're doing.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Stand by me.
Hmm.
Pop. Pop. Eh. Do I? Yeah, I'm just gonna normal summon Jirai Gumo pass.
Bottomless the Jirai Gumo.
Okay, never mind. I guess it's
I am not letting you get monsters on the field anymore. Draw
that's
phase, draw
rude.
for
That's
turn.
so rude.
Standby, main phase.
Mm-hmm.
I'll set a card. I'll flip up Spirit Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to battle.
I don't like this at all.
I'll attempt to declare with Spirit Reaper.
I have to Saku this.
Yeah, that's fair. Um. Main two. Go ahead.
Draw.
Yep.
Stand by me.
Yep.
I like this. I'm a normal summon. Set 1.
Yep.
Pass it.
Sure. Draw phase, draw for turn. Standby, anything?
Uh, Not so fast. I'm gonna activate Royal Oppression.
Royal Oppression.
Nice
Sure.
chaos monsters.
Sure. Alright, main
Nice
phase.
recruiters. Nice relinquished.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay.
Man, I sure do love GOAT format. Isn't it just so good?
This is so annoying. This card did this okay, when did this card come out? I feel like this has been out
Um,
for a while, but I don't think this is
it has.
yeah. But it's just
Um,
we finally have monsters that are worth special summoning. That's all it is.
yeah.
We could do
Royal
that.
Oppression came out in Legacy of Darkness.
Interesting. So we could do that. That sounds like really bad though. So we could do that. Do that. All right. I don't like this, but we're gonna do it. I'm gonna normal Manju. I'll trigger the effect.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll add Relinquish to hand.
Hmm.
I'll set. I'll set. I'll pass.
Okay, I'll draw.
Mhm.
Stand by me.
Yep.
I'll proceed battle, and I'll hit in with Zombira.
I'll take what is this here? 700.
Hmm.
All right.
And then Zombira will lose 200 attack.
Correct.
Sad. I'll go main 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Draw phase. Draw for turn.
Hmm.
Standby. Main phase.
Hmm.
All right. Honestly, I feel like there's no time like the present, but this is like really bad. uh, actually, I'll set a card and I'll just pass.
Okay, I'll draw.
Yep.
Stand by me.
Yep.
Uh, do I want to waste a Zombira on just clearing the face downs? Well, if either of those was Moth, you just flip it, grab the Pog, and then go again. So they're probably nothing. Yeah, I'll just go battle here, and I'll swing in with this.
This is Moth. I will grab pot.
Angry. I'll normal summon another.
Sure.
And I'll set and pass.
Sure. Draw phase, draw for turn. Interesting. Stand by anything?
Nothing here.
Alright, main phase. You know this is coming.
Yeah. What's that, 7 cards again?
Yeah, just about. I'll set, and I will.
You should activate
set.
heavy here.
You would love if I activated heavy here.
Nice.
Go ahead.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Stand by me.
Yep.
I'll just go battle. Pop.
Alright, so you're gonna love this. So, on entering battle, right? We're gonna activate Ogeometrio.
Mm-hmm.
Anything here?
As long as he's in defense. Nothing here, no.
Alright, so that resolves. And now we're gonna Needles. That's the wrong card! Now we're gonna activate Needle Sealing.
What if I do this?
Then I'll do this.
Then I'll do this.
And then you're gonna take 900 off the Ojama tokens dying. Not a bad trade. Not the worst trade in the world.
I'll go main 2 set and pass.
Sure. Draw phase, draw for turn. Standby.
Nothing here.
Alright, main phase. I'll flip Witch.
Oh no.
I'll normal Injection Fairy Lily.
Oh no.
Let's see. I mean, I'll attempt to hold on. So I'll attempt to Monster Reborn here.
Targeting.
I'll target Reaper.
Let's see what you got here. I'm gonna Magic Drain.
Oh. Ooh. So I have to discard a spell card. That resolves.
Okay. I just can't let you hand rip me. That's not fun.
Okay, I kind of feel like this does it. Okay. I'm gonna banish a light in the dark. Said.
I'm gonna pay 8 to negate the summon.
Sure. I'll activate Dimension Fusion.
Yeah.
I'll pay 2,000. Now here's the thing. Can I actually pay 8 to negate your Jirai Gumo?
That would negate all of it, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. So, maybe this wasn't. Yeah, this is still fine. I'll special summon both. And then I'll banish a light in the dark.
Pay 8 feel great.
Yeah, it was Xork. So it's to grave. Battle phase. We gotta try it here.
Starts up a battle.
My God. Okay. Well, there's only one thing that does it. I'll declare an attack with Injection Fairy Lily. So this is on attack declaration. So I choose the card before I choose whether or not it pumps, because pump is in damage step. What could it be? I'm going to choose this one. I'll call Spell. Yes! Okay, I'll pump. I'll pay 2k to pump. And this is only when it declares an attack, so this is going to go up to 34.
This will go to grave, and then I take what? It's 22. I take 12.
Yeah. And this will go. This is only during damage calc, so it'll go back down to 400 here. Okay, this is where it gets ugly. I'll attack with Spirit Reaper directly. Choose this card and call Spell. It is a spell.
Hit the same one twice.
So then now I get to hand rip a card. I'll hope that this isn't Emergency Provisions. Okay.
Okay. Which one?
Hope that this one isn't Emergency Provisions.
It was emergency provisions.
Okay, so now I have to actually try. I'll attack with a Witch. I'll call... Do I want to call Monster? I feel like if it was a trap, you would have set it. I feel like it could be another spell. Because I feel like you were playing around Needle Sealing there, so that's why you didn't want to commit more than the 2 Zombiros. I'll call Monster. Okay, you had double E-Prov. Okay. I'll attack directly, and I'll call Spell.
Yeah. You had exact lethal.
Yeah. I didn't do the math, but I figured it just had to be enough. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, I did normal summon main 2. I will pass the turn.
I'll draw.
Yep.
Stand by me.
Yep.
Bop. Bop. Bop.
Yeah, I'll take the... What is this? 16?
Mm-hmm. And then I will admit defeat because you know the contents.
Oh, goodness gracious alive. Alright. Okay. Oh, man. That was insane. I did not expect a lot of those cards. Alright. Alright, so we can go ahead and talk about the pulls for today. So, obviously, today was crazy. You brought a very interesting deck, and I'm surprised to not see any Chaos Monsters in it.
Yeah, I did have a chaos deck built, but I was like, it's realistically going to come down to who's pulled better. And you had 6 extra packs, and I knew that you re-rolled, so it's like,
Yeah, so...
I needed to try something different that could try and go over the top, and this is what I thought of.
That's very fair. This was very close. I think if I didn't have like the exact combination of cards I did have, this was far and away.
You got every single good freaking card from this set. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So let's talk about my pulls, because obviously the viewers saw it, but you didn't see it. So when I did my original opening, I opened the 24. I think I got 1 Chaos Orc, 1 Compulse, and then I think a playset of Smashing Ground, and then a playset of Ryokoki. And I was just like, this is not good enough. I have to re-roll this. Because if you roll up with like, if you just pulled CED, right? If you pull CED, you just have Yada Lock, my friend.
I literally had the Yada Lock.
So I'm like, I have to re-roll. So I re-rolled. I did the re-roll and then the 6 extra packs. I pulled CED, DMOC, Chaos Orc, and Dimension Fusion. And then, believe it or not, I pulled two copies of Black Tyrannosaurus, and I used the Swap Frog ticket on the BLS. I spent my reroll or my I spent my reroll, so I spent one of the three rerolls that we have for this era of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I also used the Swap Frog ticket I got from a wheel a few episodes prior to get BLS. And the reason I got BLS is because in a few very, very short episodes, CED is actually banned for us.
Mhm.
BLS sticks around for a little bit longer, and then I believe it also gets banned, and then it comes back later, but much sooner than CED.
Oh yeah, and of course, said comes back eroded to death.
Yep. So I just felt like CED is cool for like an episode or two, but BLS has a lot more longevity in this
Mhm.
series.
And
A
just more application in general.
Yep. Another card that we got to see like on full display was every card in here except for BLS we got to see. CED only made a brief appearance, and it was Royal Oppression away.
Hmm.
DMOC we saw. DMOC is incredibly powerful at this time. Chaos Sorcerer I did manage to pull a playset of, which I'm very happy with. And Dimension Fusion was a card that I was not at all expecting to pull, but I'm very happy that I have.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, so my deck was just run of the mill chaos. I mean, there's some funny things. I don't remember what it was, but I felt like there was like some spell traps that I really didn't want you to have, so I decided to main deck two Curse Seal the Forbidden Spell. Just talking about some other good cards, I believe we did get Compulse in this set. We got Smashing Ground in this set, and then that's maybe it from what I was playing. But overall, this set is insane. Let's go ahead and talk about your deck, because this is far and away like a much more aggressive deck.
Yeah. So the whole idea was, I knew you had six extra packs. I knew you were probably going to get some absurd BS like what I'm looking at right now. So my thought process was, I only pulled one Dimension Fusion,
Oh, but you pulled it.
two Sork.
Okay.
I did manage to pull two Secrets, both of which were Invader of Darkness.
Oh no! Not Invader
So
of Darkness.
so yeah, I was like, if I could Yada lock, then that'd be great. But I knew that my Chaos pulls just were not very good.
Mhm.
So I was like, I need to figure something out that can go over the top. So I did like, I was thinking Royal Oppression, um, Skill Drain, and then Final Attack Orders, just
Final
as
Attack
well as
Orders is very
Adhesion,
funny.
Trap Hole in the side,
Yeah,
which was not in
Adhesion
game
went
two.
crazy there for a second. Put DMOC
Um,
down to 14, Chaos Sork
and
down
then
to
Judgment
11. Yeah,
of Anubis. Like I'm playing a ton of just stuff that you want to stick.
yeah,
So Judgment of Anubis is just another way to like get around specifically heavy.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, I'm not scared of anything else. Out of your spell traps, like I can,
no, the
as
biggest
we saw
problem
in
with a
game
lot of
two.
so the biggest problem with a lot of my spell trap removal is just other than heavy, everything either doesn't destroy it, like resets it. So in the case of like Skill Drain, Royal Oppression, that's not good. Or it only
Mhm,
hits set cards. So that's Bait Doll. Bait Doll only can target set cards. It's not in my
mhm.
main deck. It's in yours. I see. Yeah, so it's a set card. So that means I can't really do anything against a face-up Skill Drain. The only thing I have is heavy. So that's definitely a very very strong choice. Final attack orders, like you mentioned, is insane in this deck. It means that all of your flip to defense guys don't flip to defense. Obviously, skill drain
Yep.
means that Zombire stays at 21. Jirai Gumo doesn't lose half your life points if you call it wrong. And then just like final attack orders, goblins, spear dragon, and giant orc all stay in attack position. Very very strong. So did you? So you knew I used a reroll. Did you think about rerolling your pulls?
I thought about it,
Mm-hmm.
but like just looking at my pulls, I pulled Dimension Fusion, Reload, Wild Nature Release, Freed, two Invader of Darkness, which sucks, but hey, whatever. I did get two Compulse, two Dark Triceratops.
Ooh,
Um,
Triceratops is actually a very good monarch.
I got a playset of Ryukoki,
Very nice. Very
playset
nice.
of Curse, Seal, I pulled, I think, two Giga Gaga Gigo and
Okay.
three Fenrir. At least two stumbling, I think, two or three.
Okay.
I
Yeah, not
pulled
bad.
a playset of Heart of the Underdog. So
Ooh,
just a lot of good commons that I was not expecting to. I would not expect to get again if I rerolled.
fair enough.
I
Fair
mean,
enough.
just
Yeah.
Dimension Fusion in and of itself warranted not rerolling because the chances of me getting no secrets, no ultras, and just some shitty supers is so prevalent,
Yeah. I mean, that's what
and
happened to me.
I didn't want to
Yeah, yeah,
deal with
that's
that.
that's what happened to me in the first my first opening is I got like one, maybe two chaos orc, and that was it. And when I looked back at the pulls, I think I traded a single copy of Ryu Koki and a single copy of Curse Seal. Actually, no, I think I didn't pull many Curse Seal. I think I traded one Ryu Koki for all of this. Basically everything you see here, I traded a Ryu Koki for, which is crazy
That's
when you
that's
think about the
stupid.
context of the reroll. Um,
Yeah, that's one reroll for history.
Yeah, it was definitely the most valuable reroll I think we will have in this series. Speaking of rerolls, kind of, let's talk about your wheel. So, did you get? I forget. You got a snatch deal?
I did get a snatch steal.
Uh,
Wish I could
I
have used it for this episode, but I mean, it's whatever.
wait. You didn't use it on this episode?
No, no, no. I wish I could have used it for your polls now here.
Oh, okay. I was like, please tell me you resolved your snatch deal. What was your snatch deal resolved?
I was thinking, like, what exactly do I could I use going forward?
Hmm.
And like, just looking at the future, looking at what this set was, because I resolved it before going into this set.
Yeah.
I went for tomato,
Okay. All right. So you
which
have
I
a
think is
playset of
just overall
tomato.
solid. I
Yeah.
have a playset of tomato now.
Uh,
As much as
very.
I wanted to get like rat, I would have one rat, and that's not enough to warrant rat box. So
Yeah. That's definitely a solid pick. I talked about Mystic Tomato the few times I thought about picking up a third copy for myself. You know, it's like I talked about it. It's like this is a card that is very easily playable throughout all of DM, all of GX into 5Ds, and possibly like there is some playability into GX just because it's or not GX, Zexal just because it is a 4. It's a dark
yeah,
4. Um, so it makes a lot of sense to grab it. It has a lot of staying power. There's not really a reason for me to ban Tomato when I have two copies myself. Um,
yeah, exactly.
I would
And realistically,
have.
looking forward, like what's gonna happen? A lot of the cards that are making up your deck right now
Mhm.
will be banned.
Yep.
So
I think within the next
I
two
was like,
episodes, I am losing Dark Hole, Swords. I think I'm losing Monster Reborn. I think I'm losing. I'm definitely losing Sed, for sure. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm going to be losing.
like
So
everything that I want is just one of spells that are going to get banned very soon. So I wanted to get something for the future,
that's
and
fair.
I had everything that I wanted for the most part, especially on the high end. Like I didn't see anything that you had that I specifically wanted or needed.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's very, very fair. I mean, there's a lot of cool cards that I have now that are going to stick around for a little bit longer. And I think if I just, because like, there at the end of that game three, I just put the pedal to the metal and said, you know what, Royal Oppression. If he, the way I looked at the board is like, if I called the two ordeal of the travelers correctly, and he pays Royal Oppression twice, that was actually lethal.
Yeah,
Um,
and realistically, I had to pay Royal Oppression a straight up loss
yeah,
because
you
while I
had
did
to.
have
Yeah,
Ordeal, my hand was like the board state was skill drain, oppression, judgment. Oh, no, or was judgment? No, judgment was already used. So it was
yeah.
skill drain, oppression. Oh no, it wasn't skill drain. It was
I think it
just
was just
oppression
oppression
plus
order
ordeal.
or ordeal. Yeah,
It was oppression. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
And I'll be honest, like I was sitting there looking at Royal Oppression, and I'm too used to like hat format right now, because I was just like, oh great, I can't summon anything. It's like no, no, you can summon it. It'll just get destroyed. And then
Mhm.
when I remembered that, I was like, okay, Sed is just, if I drop Sed, that just makes him lose 800 life points.
Yeah.
When I tried to reborn there, if you didn't have the, oh no, you had, what did you have? You had Magic Drain. If you didn't have Magic Drain, then that was lethal regardless. Well, it wasn't lethal regardless because I would have revived the Spirit Reaper. Um, so I still would have had to hit. I would have had to call it correctly. Um, but it's like I was putting you on like gotta have it, and if I'm lucky, I'll call it correctly.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, my hand also was the double. Like that's the one thing that I don't like about Mirage, is that for it to be worth it, I need to run two emergency provisions,
mhm.
and I just happened to get both of them in hand.
Yeah,
And like a skill drain would have changed the entire game. I was hoping for a skill drain, hoping for a Mirage because my hand was awful.
yeah,
It was terrible. The entire game, I think it was Judgment, Oppression, two Zombira, one My Body, and then Magic Drain, and then the two emergency provisions. So I just wasn't seeing. Oh, and a Jirai Gumo. I just
yeah,
wasn't seeing anything.
yeah. And like for you, like Mirage of Nightmares is just so busted, right?
Oh yeah,
Even if you don't see the EPROV, you're just playing rush duels, which is kind of cool.
yeah, exactly.
But EPROV for you is a lot like Black Illusion Ritual for me, where it's like I have to play the one Garnet because Relinquish is just so powerful. It's just Snatch Deal effectively. Um,
Hmm.
so it's like it's worth playing the Garnet. So it's like for you to draw 4 cards and then gain 1,000 life points, it's kind of worth playing the two Garnets. It just sucks when you see it.
Yeah, like
So
in game two, I feel like a lot of the reason why I was able to accrue so much advantage was because of Mirage.
yeah,
And it's just unfortunate that in game three, I saw the bad part of the Mirage package.
yeah, and
I realistically, I needed a Mirage or a skill drain to get back into the game, and I just saw neither.
yeah, and then like for me, that game 3, I think I sided out 2 of my Chaos Sorcerers. For the Needle Sealings, I sided out the Curse Seal, the Forbidden spells for the Ojama Trios because I'm like, he's not playing any spells that I really care about. Like, obviously, Mirage I care about, but am I going to play 2 cards to stop a 1 of that you might or might not draw? Um, the answer is just
Hmm.
no. So the
I
biggest
mean,
problem is
yeah.
I just didn't have a lot. I do not have a lot of spell trap removal, and I had even less monster removal main decked. I didn't know what you were going to play. I assumed it was going to be a Chaos Mirror, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Um, Speaking of pleasantly surprised, let's go ahead and get on into the wheel. All right, let me go ahead and boop, boop.
Man, I hope you get the worst wheel ever.
I might. We don't know yet. Let's go ahead and make this a bit bigger if we can. Alrighty, so here we are at the wheel. I'm not sure what I even really want. I mean, obviously well, not getting any. Getting an Ultra or Seeker or Wild card goes crazy here. Snatch Steal would be interesting. I could get my own third Mystic Tomato. Uh, Unban Ticket might be nice for me to get my Raigeki break back, especially now with Chaos Monsters. But let's go ahead and see what I get in 3, 2, 1. Huh. Okay. So I got an ultra rare wild card. But
Oh
I'll be honest,
no.
I don't really know what's worth grabbing.
So for the viewers at home, do you get the ultra rare for the previous set or the next?
So I get it for the last 3 episodes. So it's going to be the sets we opened this episode, the episode prior, and the one prior to that.
So the world is your oyster.
Yes and no. I mean, obviously I can get some bombs like BLS, but that's just going to go straight to 1 copy here pretty shortly. So getting a second one is only good for, I think it's like XC's era when it comes back, or maybe late DM. Let's take a. Gosh, this is a really tough decision.
You could get Exodia Necros
That would be very funny.
or
Um,
Kaiser Glider.
Kaiser Glider is actually a decent Monarch, especially if we have Monarch mirror matches. Kaiser Glider just stalls. Um,
And unfortunately, we are the previous three episodes does include the one with Magician's Force and Pharaonic Guardian.
okay.
Or was Pharaonic Guardian in Legacy of Darkness?
We just opened Dark Crisis, so then we have one other. I
Mm-hmm.
don't remember. We might be
You could
doing
get
something
Z
very
Metal Tank.
simple. Z Metal thing. Yeah.
I do have two Z Metal Tanks and no other Ultras from this set.
Very funny.
Well,
Got
no, I do have an XD tank cannon.
Yeah, we might be doing something simple like getting, just the third Compulse or the third Sakuratsu armor. We don't know. We're going to have to see in the next episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed, leave a comment. If you really enjoyed, we'd appreciate it if you would subscribe. These are very fun to make, but they do take some time out of both of our days. So we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.